All right, welcome back, guys. As you can tell, winter is definitely upon us. My name is Dave Tegg. I'm a lieutenant out here with Cedar Hill Fire, and all this cold weather coming in, we just wanted to send out a little reminder. Be prepared if you've got to drive in the inclement weather and in the snow. Be prepared to be stuck out there for a little while, whether it's sliding off the road or losing traction or even just getting stuck behind an accident. There's a couple of things you can do to prepare yourself so you're not caught off guard. A couple of those things are keep a warm blanket with you. It's going to be cold, and if you can keep the wind off or the warmth in the vehicle with a blanket or just snuggle up, that'll be helpful. Also, make sure you bring some food and water with you. Just something that, God forbid, you're stuck out there for a little while. You've got a little bit of food and a little bit of water to hold you over. Also, it's not a bad idea to have a flashlight and even your phone charger for your vehicle. That way you can communicate with relatives or loved ones or even get a hold of emergency services if you need them. So let's go inside and talk about some more safety issues we can deal with. All right, well, we're back inside where it's a little warmer. There's a couple other things we want to talk about regarding alternative heating. One of the big things that we start seeing this time of year is people using alternative methods for heating their house. One of the big things we really want to encourage is don't use your stove or your oven for alternative heating, especially if they're gas-fired. They can produce carbon monoxide, and unfortunately, there's been people who've passed away because of that. Also, another thing we see a lot of is space heaters, electric space heaters. They're convenient, you can buy them relatively cheap, and you can move the heat around to wherever you need it at the time. It's very important for you to make sure whenever you're using these to have proper spacing. Most of the boxes will tell you, or the paperwork with them will give you kind of an idea, but roughly 30 inches is a good idea to keep away from anything combustible, whether it's sheets or blankets or the couch or anything like that might cause a hazard to the heat. Also, using gas-powered space heaters. A lot of people have space heaters that take kerosene or something similar. It's important to remember with those are not meant to be used all the time. And when they are in use, it's important to use enough ventilation to keep that CO from building up inside your house. Some people are lucky to have wood stoves and fireplaces. Those are great assets to have, and there's nothing better than cuddling up next to a warm fire on a cold night. Unfortunately, though, you have a buildup of ashes, and it's important to make sure you take those ashes and move them outside when you clean your firebox out. There's been many times we've been called out for a carbon monoxide alarm going off, and we found that the culprit was fresh ashes in a bucket sitting right next to the stove. If you guys don't have a carbon monoxide detector, please feel free to give us a call, and we'd love to help you out with getting one and installing it for you. Thanks for visiting us, and we'll see you on the next one.